Good morning, students. I came sir once again present here to proceeding the revision session of your chapters. Chapter 2, factors and multiples. Students, in the previous videos, I completed the revision of exercise of chapter 1, number system. Students, today I am going to proceed the revision session, and today I will revise here the chapter 2, factors and multiples, and you have to solve the problems, you have to solve the questions of exercise 2A and 2B of R. Sagrawal book. So students, carefully watch this video, and if any problem, then contact me. Students, in the last of the video, I will give you some homework, and I hope you will watch the video carefully up to end and send me your homework. So students, now let's start. First of all, know what is factors. Here two terms, factors and multiples. Here I write factors and multiples. Factors and multiples. Here factors. First word is factors. Factors means an exact divisor of a number. An exact divisor of a number is called factors of that number. Students, suppose here I write a number 20, and here you have to know the factors. That means 20 is divisible by 1, 20 is divisible by 2, 4, 5 and 5, 10 and 20. You know, when you divide 20 by 1, it exactly divisible by 1. When you divide 20 by 2, it will exactly divisible. When you divide 20 by 4, 20 will exactly divisible. When you divide 20 by 5, it will be exactly divisible. So students, here all of these, that means 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20 are the factors of 20. Clear students? Now here suppose write 15, and you know 15 is divisible by, it is exactly divisible by 1, 3, 5 and 15. Students, 15 is exactly divisible by 1, 3, 5 and 15. So these are called, these are be the factors of 15. That means, clear students, the exact divisor of a number is called factors of that number. Now here the second term is multiple. Students, here second term is multiple. That means, students, a number is said to be multiple of its factors. That means multiple is said to its factors. Suppose here I write 5 into 3. and is equal to 15. Students, you know here 5 divides 15 exactly. That means students here 15 here, you know, its factor is 1, 3, 5, 15. That means all of these here 1, 3, 5, 15. Here all of these, this multiple is 15. Here 15 is called multiple of 1, 3, 5 and 15. Similarly students, any number is called factors of multiples of its factors. Suppose here you write 20 and you know 20 is divisible by 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. So students, here 20 is called, here 20 is called multiple of 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Similarly students, you can write the multiple of any number. Suppose you have to write multiple of 3. When you have to write multiple of 3, then you multiply any number. Suppose its multiple is 6, 9. When you multiply in 2, then will get 6, and 6 will be the multiple of 3. 9 will be the multiple of 3. 12. That means here 12 is exactly divisible by 3. That means 3 is the factor of 12, and 12 is the multiple of 3. Clear students? Now proceed to know the sum terms that is based on factors and multiples. Students, here know, and in main video of factors and multiples I discussed all of the terms. If you want to watch that video, then go in description box below the arrow and go in the description box and click the link, and you will get the link of the videos that will taught in initially. So friends, here we know even number, odd number, prime numbers. Students, even number. First of all, know even number. What is even number? A number which is exactly divisible by 2. That means multiple of 2 are called even number. Suppose here I write we will discuss here some terms even number. Students, here a number that is exactly divisible by 2 is called even number. Or you can also define it by, suppose a multiple of 2, that means it is the multiple of 2, that means that number will be divisible by 2. Multiple of 2 is called even number. Even number. Suppose example here write 4, 20, 26, 30. All of these are divisible by 2, or all of these are multiple of 2. Suppose it will be, you have to write 2 into 15, that means 30. So it is a multiple of 2. Here 30 of 10, 2 into 15. So 30 is the multiple of 2. Here 26, 2 into 13. It also multiple of 2. And when you divide it by 2, it will be divisible by 2. So all of these, and similarly, all of these type of numbers are even number. So students, the smallest even number is 2. 2 is a smallest even number, and largest even number is not defined. That means undefined, infinity. Clear students? Now know odd numbers. Odd number, what is odd number? That is not divisible by 2. That means that is not multiple of 2. Suppose here I write students, odd number. The number that is not exactly divisible by 2 is called odd number. Example here 3, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 21 and so on infinity. So students, here observe, a smallest odd number is 3. Smallest odd number is 3. Students, always notice, remark, 1 is neither even nor odd numbers. Not odd number. Friends, here now you have to know prime number. Prime number is that number which has exactly 2 factors, 1 and number itself. Suppose here students I write 3. 3 has only 2 factors, 1 and 3. So it is a prime number. 2. Students, here its factor 1 and 2. 1 and number itself. So it is a prime number. Here I write 17. It has 2 factor, 1 and 17. So it's a prime number. Similarly students, you can write all of the prime numbers, and if you want to more explanation of the video, you watch the original video that is studied in previous main video. So students, now here this is the revision session, so I only revise that terms. Now proceed to know composite number. What is composite number? A student, composite number are that numbers which has more than 2 factors. That means the number which has only 2 factors, 1 and number itself is called prime number, but having more than 2 factors are called composite number. Clear students? Now know the term co-prime number, twin prime number, prime triplets. Here you know the prime number. You know, always remember, a smallest prime number is 2, and 2 is only even prime number, and all the prime numbers be odd numbers, and a smallest odd prime number is 3. When you have asked question a smallest prime number, then your answer will be 2, and when you ask question a smallest odd prime number, then its answer be 3. Now proceed to know twin prime number. Two consecutive prime numbers are said to be twin prime. That means students observe, two consecutive means prime numbers between difference between two. Suppose here I write 2 and 5, 3 and 5. Here 3 and 5 is twin prime. Here 11, 13 are twin prime. Here 17, 19 are twin prime. After that, here 41, 43 are two twin prime. Here all of these pair having consecutive. That means here between difference between all of this be 2. This type of number be called twin prime. After that, no prime triplets. Here prime triplets, a set of 3 numbers. Set of 3 means number means group of 3 numbers. Set of 3 numbers, difference between each be 2. Here I write 2, 3 and 5. Here students, 2, 3, 5 is not a prime triplet. Not prime triplets, because here difference is 1 and here difference is 2, so it's not a prime triplet. But right here prime triplets 3, 5 and 7. Observe, here difference be 2 and here difference be 2, so it's a prime triplet. Similarly you can write another prime triplets. Now know the number co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers, a set of 2 numbers having no common factor other than 1. That means here I write, here in co-prime numbers both number having no common factor other than 1. That means here it may be, both number may be prime numbers or maybe one prime or one composite or both composite. Suppose here I write 3 and 5. Here both are prime and these are having no common factor other than 1, so it is a co-prime number. Suppose here I write 10, 9 and 10. Here 9 and 10 both are composite number, but it has no common factor other than 1, so it a co-prime number. So always notice students, note co-prime numbers may be both prime or co-prime numbers need not prime. Both. That means both need not to be prime. Here example, here both are not prime but these are co-prime numbers. Similarly students, here you know perfect number. Perfect number are that number where the sum of its factor be 2 times of that number. Here you write, I write a number for perfect number. Here I write 6. Students, factors of 6 is 1, 2, 3 and 6. Here 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors of 6, and when you add, that means find the sum, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 is equal to 12. Students observe, sum of the factors is 2 times the number. Here 2 times the number, then 6 is called a perfect perfect number. For more explanation, students must watch the initial video that was taught in initial and whose link is given in the description box. Now students, proceed to know in exercise 2b divisibility test. And students, you know the divisibility rule. Here mainly I discuss here divisibility of 3, divisibility of 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 11. So students, I discussed divisibility of 2. That means any number will be divisible if its unit place be 0 or 1, 2, 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. That means at the unit place, if all of these digits 0, 4, 6 or 8 be present, then that number be divisible by 2. For knowing the divisibility of 3, add the digits of the number. Here to know, I write a number and you have to know the divisibility. Check the divisibility 2, 4, 6, 8. Students, for checking the divisibility of 3, then add it 8, 6, 14, 4, 18 up to 20. Sum of the digits is equal to 20, and 20 is not divisible by 3. Hence, the given number will not divisible by 3. That means if the sum of the digits be divisible by 3, then number also be divisible by 3. Divisibility of 4. If the digits at unit and tenth place is divisible by 4. Suppose here I write 6, 2, 2, 4. Here students, its last two digits, that means unit and tenth place, is divisible by 4. Hence the number also be divisible by 4. Now proceed to know the divisibility of 5. Observe, if unit place be 0 or 5, then the number will divisible by 5. For divisibility of 6, if the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then that number is divisible by 6. For knowing the divisibility of 7, that means students, you have not required to know the divisibility of 7. Its divisibility is too lengthy. So now know the divisibility of 8. Divisibility of 8, and you observe the divisibility in your book, and in previous video that will be explained in detail. Now to know the divisibility of 8, if 3 digits of the number, last 3 digits, suppose here I write 4, 3, 2, 6, 8, and if it will be divisible, then the number is divisible by 8. And if last 3 digits is not divisible by 8, then the number is not divisible by 8. Divisibility of 9 is exactly like the divisibility of 3. If the sum of the digits of the number is divisible by 9, then that number will be divisible by 9. And you have to know the divisibility of 10. That means if the unit place be 10, 0, then that number will be divisible by 10. And if you have to know the divisibility of 11, here you have to know up to divisibility of 11. Divisibility of 11. Understand? Divisibility of 11. And here some questions will be asked. Here I discuss here some questions. Here suppose you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 3. Here I write a number. And here divisibility of 11 says, if the odd place and even place digits be divisible by, if the odd place and even place digits difference be 0 or multiple of 11, then that number is divisible by 11. Here odd place and even place means count from left side or right side. Suppose I count from one number, 1 is odd number, so here 1, 3 and 5, and sum of or place digits is equal to 2 plus 6 plus 3. Here 11. 2, 6, 8, 3, 11. And odd even place means here sum of odd even place here starting from second. So here even place digits sum 4 plus 8 is equal to 12, and difference equal to 12 minus 11 barabar is equal to 1. That means difference is not equal to 1, not equal to 0 or multiple of 11. Here difference be 0 or multiple of 11, then this number is divisible by 11. Here this number is not divisible by 11. Students, here I discussed all the divisibility rules from 2 to 11. Students, for more explanation and for more solving the method of questions, to watch the main video of divisibility rule. That's link also be given in description box. Students, here I give you homework to complete exercise 1A whole questions, and in exercise 2A and in 2B complete at least 2 questions of each, 1 to last. In the last questions you solve true or false or statements questions, total question. So students, here give you homework. In 2A complete total question, and in 2B complete 2 questions in each. Suppose here in question number 1 5 questions are given, at least you have to solve 2 questions or 3 questions, 2 questions. And if you want to solve all the questions, and it's or too good. So students, your today's class is over. That's all. Thank you.